WerewolfLydia here, and welcome back to a new action figure review on my channel. So today, as you can see, I'm doing a review on Aliens, the Genocide 2-pack, and by the way, sorry about the glare. And this is a really awesome 2-pack, as you can see, with two different colored alien figures. And one of them is actually black with some greenish highlights or greenish shine, and the other one is red, and I actually got this 2-pack because of the red one. And yeah, so this is actually was released quite some time ago, but it's still an awesome figure pack, and you should definitely get a hold of it if you can. So now let's take a closer look at the packaging before I unbox them. So this is how they look in the packaging, and the story behind these two is a really cool idea. And I don't know if you know, but the Genocide is actually a book as well as a comic book. So this is from a canon alien story, and I have read both of them, and it's kind of amazing. And as you can see, there are some alien parts and tails going on around there. And there it says that both xenomorph warrior figures feature over 30 points of articulation and stand over 9 inches tall. So that's how tall they are and how articulated they are. Featuring extendable inner mouths, bendable tails, and decoration that is exclusive to this set and not available anywhere else. So I'm guessing that probably that was the case when this set came out in 2010, if I'm correct. But since then I have already I got one more alien warrior xenomorph figurine, and he's absolutely the exactly same mold as these. So I'm guessing they have reused the mold afterwards, but you will be able to see him as well when I unbox these, because I do want to compare them. And it says ages 17 and up, so this is not a kid's toy. And on the back of the box we have some nice pictures of the aliens, and they are fighting each other. And this is the story of this 2-pack, and also kind of like a synopsis of the book and comic book. So their queen is dead, and the hive has been left to flounder on its own on a world bereft of its only guidance force. A schism is taking place. I'm not sure if I pronounced that word correctly, I'm sorry if I didn't. Two strains of xenomorph, formerly united by one all-powerful mother, now divide their forces for a world-shattering, acid-drenched civil war. So basically, the story is that their queen is dead, and somehow two different kind of xenomorphs have developed, and they actually don't recognize each other as like the same species, and they start to fight each other until the death. So that's why one of them is black and one of them is red. And I'm not sure, I have read the book and the comic book a long time ago. I'm not sure if there will be two queens as well after some time. So yeah, also available some other figurines from this series. So yeah, that's about it. And by the way, at the end of the video, at the end of the video I will have some pictures of the box as well, so you will be probably able to see it better and without the glare. So yeah, now I'm going to unbox them and show you up close all the details, so be right back. So here they are out of the box, and I just wanted to mention that they both have the same mold. So I'm going to show you up close of only just one of them, because there is no reason to show you both if they are the same. So they do not come with stands or any other kind of accessories, but I don't think they need them actually, because as you can see they are standing on their own pretty well. So one of them, as you probably saw earlier, is black, and just wanted to show you the color. So it's this really kind of like a shiny coat on it. It has I don't know, like a little bit of a greenish slimy look. I don't know how to explain it, but it looks really awesome. And the other one is the red one, which again, it has kind of like a black coat around it as well, so it's like a red with some shadowed black parts. So it's really interesting looking, and they both look really awesome. Now I guess I'm going to show you the red one, because you will be able to see the details a little bit better on that one, because you know it's a lighter color. My camera will probably pick up the details a little bit better. So let's move on. So here is a closer look, and you will be able to see all the little details that he has on his mold. It's really awesome, and I just can't name all the things that he has on his body. I don't know the names of the stuff, and I'm pretty sure no one really knows, because we are talking about some fictional alien characters, but you know, it's again really awesome. And you can see that the jaw is actually, well, the teeth are actually painted in silver, metallic silver color. So I'm just going to go through it, and you can see those pipe looking things on his back. I'm guessing he uses those to breathe, maybe, I'm not sure. And this is just a side view, so keep out a close look on everything. And I will move on to so on his fingers the claws are again painted in silver. And I will talk about the articulation in just a little bit. So you can see the feet, but actually the claws on his feet are not painted, so that's interesting. And the tail goes all the way there. And by the way, their tail do not have that blade looking weapon that some of the other aliens have. So I think these are warriors, but I'm not exactly sure that they are warriors. I mean, they are called warriors, but I'm pretty sure they are not, because they are missing those blade looking things. So these are just workers in the hive. So this was the side view. Now to get a front view, this is his face, as you can see. And there we go, his chest. So you can see all the little details that has been put into this figure, and that's really awesome. Legs and the feet. And a quick view of the hands. So he has 3 fingers with again the painted nails. So there we go. And now to a back view. Okay, so here is a back view, well actually a top view of his head, so that you can see the details, which are pretty amazing, as I said before. Now going down, you can see those pipe looking things. And his spine looking, well, actually I guess that is his spine because aliens have an exoskeleton, so it's really interesting. And going down, you can see his legs and the bony tail, the bunch of detail in it, which is really amazing. So yeah, that's about it for a closer view, but I will post some pictures at the end of the video if you didn't get a chance to look at everything properly. And now let's see how well the figures are articulated. Okay, so here you can see now the figure, and we're going to start off with his head. So you can move his head, but the head rotation is really limited. You can move it a little bit upside down as well. I'm guessing it's probably because his neck is really thick. By the way, you can't not move his neck, so only the head. And this little thing back here actually can come out, and it really easily falls out, so just be careful you don't lose this part. And I'm actually going to take that out because that kind of also limits the head. So yeah, but you know, I just only display my figure, so that's really not that important to me. Now you can actually move or open his mouth, which is really cool. So this is how it looks. And you can see the little inner jaw inside, which you can actually pull out with your fingers. Just be careful because it's kind of hard to grab it because it's so little. There you go. And it comes out like about this far. And that's how it looks. So you have to push that back in and close the jaw. There we go. Now moving down, he has some articulation in his, I guess, upper body or waist, which is, I think it's a, yeah, you can move it around, all the way around, so that's really cool. Up and down, so it's ball jointed. Now also on his arms, they can go up about this far, but you can move it also from here and from his elbows. I don't know, my camera keeps focusing on other stuff. So you can move it around pretty well, and I think, yep, it has a double joint here, so you can see that. And you can also move his hands. And there's the same articulation in the other arm as well. Now for the legs, you can move them about up like this, about this far, and a little bit to the side as well. So it's not a complete ball joint, it's kind of limited again, but it's pretty good. And he has double joints in his knees, so you can move that as well. You just have to hold it. There we go. So be careful, don't snap the double joint as you move it around. And you can't actually move his feet. Only from this front part. So there's a joint over there. And you can move it up and down, but not from the ankle. So that's interesting. And his long tail is actually on this arm, this what do you call it, a wire structure. So it's made of rubber, and you can pose it in whatever direction you want it because it has a wire in it, so you can bend it and do all kind of interesting poses with it. And yes, so that's about it for the articulation of this figure. And just to quickly compare before I end this video, you can see that this figure is exactly the same mold as these two. So this is also from NECA, but this one was released by itself. And I actually got this figure before the 2-pack. And yeah, it's exactly the same. So I guess this one was released a little bit later than the 2-pack, if I'm correct, I'm not really sure. And the only thing that's different from these two is the color. So this one is black with some blue highlights. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Hopefully you can. And you know, this one is a little bit darker colored. There you can see the differences. So yeah, it's a little bit interesting, but I guess now I have 3 different colored xenomorph warriors. So I have a cute little family here. And yeah, so that's about it for my review of these 2 Alien Warrior figures, or the Alien Genocide 2-pack. Tell me down below in the comments which one of these 2 do you prefer. Do you like the red one better, or the I guess I'm going to call it simply black one better, because I think they both are awesome, and the red one is a little bit more interesting because it's unusual for a xenomorph color. And yeah, so if you like my review, please give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe for my channel for more toys and dolls and all kind of reviews. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!